Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Arunodayam Biology. Today we are going to learn about a dialysis process from excretion topic from life process chapter. Dialysis process from excretion topic. So already in our previous video we have learned that the function of kidneys. We have learned about the function of one of the most important life process in living organisms, that is excretion. So it is useful for removing nitrogenous waste materials from our body. Okay, so kidneys are considered as vital organs for our survival. Kidneys are considered as vital, that means important and necessary organs for our survival. Okay, because of some factors, the activity of these kidneys becomes reduced. The activity of these kidneys get reduced, like infections to kidneys, injuries, or restricted blood flow to kidneys, high BP, diabetes. Because of so many reasons like this, the activity of the kidneys gets reduced. So during that situation, nitrogenous waste materials will not get removed from our body. Why? Because the kidneys are becoming functionless. No, remember one thing: if one kidney is failed, then no problem. The other kidney will take the responsibility of both the kidneys. Okay, that is the special feature of our kidneys. If one kidney is damaged, then no problem. We have another kidney also. No, that kidney will take the responsibility of both the kidneys. That kidney will perform the function of two kidneys. What happens if both the kidneys are failed? Then the removal of nitrogenous waste materials from our blood does not takes place. So in those situations, these nitrogenous waste materials accumulates in our body. They become poisonous and they causes diseases to us like uremia. Do you know about uremia? Uremia is a disease which is caused due to the failure of kidneys. It causes the accumulation of nitrogenous waste materials and swelling of body organs, like swelling of legs and swelling of hands. Accumulation of water takes place here. Accumulation of nitrogenous waste materials takes place. So the disease is called as uremia, and sometimes it causes a death also. Okay, so these nitrogenous waste materials has to get removed from our body, otherwise they will become poisonous and causes a death to us also. But what we have to do now? Both the kidneys became functionless, no? So now in those conditions, dialysis is a boon to the kidney failure patients. Dialysis process is a boon to the kidney failure patients. So what is meant by dialysis? So how it takes place? Let us learn about it now. So this process is called as dialysis or hemodialysis process, and this setup, this machine is called as a dialysis machine. Process is called hemodialysis, and this machine is called as a dialysis machine, or it is also called as artificial kidney. Why? Because our kidney performs some functions. No, the same function is performed by this kidney which is present outside the body, which is made by man. So that's why we can call this as artificial kidney also. So what happens in artificial kidney? How the blood is purified? Let us see. So the patient's blood, the kidney failure patient's blood is extracted to outside from the artery. Actually arteries carries blood now with nitrogenous waste materials. So here also the kidney failure patient blood from artery is extracted to outside. To this blood a substance called heparin is added. Why? Because it prevents the clotting of blood. Okay, after that the blood is made to pass through the machine. This is a machine. So this machine contains so many tubes which are interconnected with each other, and these tubes are covered with semi-permeable membranes. Semi-permeable membranes, and all the tubes are interconnected with each other. Okay, and these tubes are suspended in a tank containing dialysing fluid. So this tank is filled with a fluid called dialysing fluid, which is having same composition with that of our blood. Having same composition with that of our blood except nitrogenous waste materials. Our blood contain nitrogenous waste materials, no, which are produced during metabolic activities. So this dialysing fluid do not contain nitrogenous waste materials, except that remaining the composition of dialysing fluid is same with that of the blood. having same osmotic pressure also here. So what happens here is when the blood is passing through these tubes, diffusion takes place here. Diffusion means a movement of molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration. Okay, here the blood has a high concentration of nitrogenous waste materials and this dialysing fluid has a low or nil concentration of nitrogenous waste materials. So when the blood is passing through these tubes, a diffusion takes place. The nitrogenous waste materials from these tubes moves into dialysing fluid. That means the blood is getting filtered. Lastly, the purified blood which is collected here is then again passed into the patient's body through the vein. Again the blood is pumped back into the patient's body through vein. So before passing the blood, the purified blood into the patient's body, a substance called antiheparin is added. Why? Because our blood vessels have naturally some substances to prevent the clotting of blood. No need of adding substances like heparin. Okay. So this is what happens in a dialysis machine. Okay. The same function which will be performed by our kidneys except a process called reabsorption. Actually in the whole process we did not observe reabsorption here, isn't it? Actually our kidneys perform reabsorption. In the renal tubule of nephrons, we have seen reabsorption of some water and useful substances like glucose, amino acids, salts, etc. But here no reabsorption takes place. Let us learn the importance of reabsorption. Actually, why reabsorption has to take place in our body? Because our kidneys produces nearly 170 to 180 liters of primary urine per day. In case of adults, per day 170 to 180 liters of primary urine will be produced, but we are not excreting that much amount of urine to outside daily. We are excreting only 1 to 2 liters of urine daily. So what happens to the remaining amount of urine? The water from that urine is getting reabsorbed into our blood again, depending on the presence of excess amount of water and amount of waste material we have to excrete. In our previous video we have told no, reabsorption depends on excess amount of water present in our body and amount of waste material we have to excrete. So it depends on that. So here also what is happening here, lot of water is getting reabsorbed into the blood again along with useful substances. That's why we are excreting only 1 liter or 2 liters per day. Otherwise, if we excrete 170 liters of urine daily, it causes dehydration to us, isn't it? So to avoid that condition, our renal tubule in the nephron performs a reabsorption. But the reabsorption process is absent in case of a dialysis process. Okay. And this process, the whole session takes place nearly 3 to 6 hours of time, and the kidney failure patients has to undergo nearly twice or thrice per week this session. Okay, that is about our topic, dialysis. So if you have any doubts, please ask me in comment section. I will clarify your doubts in comment section. I will clarify your doubts. Thank you so much for watching. Jai Hind.